Welcome to Jerry Meadham Field. Steve Wooderhack with you, along with Big Nate Young, our video streamer and producer, and getting set to bring you some Waupun Lady Warrior softball conference action for them in the East Central Conference, taking on the Plymouth Panthers. Not a bad-looking day. I thought we'd have a lot of windier conditions right now, too. I mean, it's still a decent wind out there, but not the 35 to 40 mile an hour winds that they had predicted. But a big day here. They try to do this for most of the sports season, once during their seasons, and that is a chance to raise some money for cancer research at Strikeout Cancer tonight. And they have two of the ladies that are fighting cancer right now are here in attendance today, and money raised today will be going to them. I already put money into the 50-50 raffle, but again, all the money going towards the battles that are going on with Jamie Zick and Krista Sanchez battling cancer right now. Our thoughts and prayers are with them, and what a great job by the high school team here. A lot of the girls, I know there's a couple of the girls that are in particular are working on this whole thing with a fundraiser. Rowan Harder, the senior, and also helping out with this is Amelia Jones. Those two kind of teamed up and kind of organized this along with some of the parents, and they've got basket raffles. So come on down and watch the game. It starts at 4:45, Waupun against the Plymouth Panthers, and you can help donate some money, maybe win some prizes here. I haven't got myself an arm's length of tickets, and that's pretty good because I got a pretty wide wingspan of about 77 inches or so, I think it is. But I got myself a lot of tickets, yeah, so I got the edge over a lot of people out there on winning. But they only pick one ticket, and they'll be announcing that later on today. But again, these teams have met each other. It was a pretty decisive victory for Waupun way back in the early of the season. May have been snow on the ground. I don't know back then. You're talking back in late March when they started playing some games. So we'll talk about that game and talk about the matchup coming up later on during our pregame show. And I've got an interview with Coach Josh Navis, too, talking about his team, where they're at right now, and his thoughts about his opponent with Gail Grine and his Plymouth Panthers here in Waupun today. Don't forget to tell people that maybe you don't have access to a TV. They can listen to this on the radio at 103.3 FM and also at AM 1170. Kind of going old school with that, but hey, it worked for Bob Euchre for all those years, so it's going to work for us too. A lot of people requested it, and we're right there for you to bring it on the radio besides video streaming on Radio Plus. Going to take a break. We'll take a look at that game where these two teams met early in the season. That's coming up as part of our pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Every time we make you feel at home and Auto Sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Shepherd of the Hills Catholic School in Eden is a faith-centered community that carries on the tradition of outstanding Catholic education. It's closer than you think. Students grow academically, spiritually, and emotionally, all in a Christ-centered environment. Log on soth-school.org and like us on Facebook.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Welcome back to more of our pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. I'm Steve Witterhack, and getting set to call the Waupun game at home at Jerry Miedema Fields, taking on the Plymouth Panthers. And got a chance right now to talk to the head coach for the Waupun Lady Warriors, Josh Novice. And Josh, just talk about your team right now. Maybe they're going to blow people away with your record right now at 8-6, but you don't back down from playing anybody. You played Beloit this last weekend and a couple of close games with them, and just talk about where your team's at right now.
Well, I do know this is, in my 15 years, it's the hardest non-conference schedule that our team's ever seen. So they have been up to the challenge. They've played well. We've had some hiccups, but we get right to practice the next day, and we work on those little things that maybe we could get better on, and they've definitely answered the difficultiness without getting too down, and that's the worry. Do you play a lot of tough games and you continue to spiral? But these girls haven't. They've been really resilient, and especially this week with a lot of things going on with the strikeout cancer, and it's prom week. So there's a lot of things going on in their minds right now, and they're still focusing on having good practices and hopefully a really good game against Plymouth today.
How important are the leaders on your team? You've got some great leaders out there, and I see right now they're putting on the strikeout cancer, they're raising money for that here, and they're getting that all set up here before a game time. And you just got a special bunch of leaders out there. What does that mean to the success of your team?
The success of our community. I mean, Rowan Harder and Olivia Lease last year took the lead on this event, and now Jonesy and Rowe have taken the lead this time. They all have a part in it. Some made bows, some have gotten the baskets ready, and they just. I keep asking them in practice, "What do you need from me?" And nope, got it handled. We're taking care of it. So this is their event, and you're going to be blown away with the great things that they do today. And I did paint the center field ribbon though.
Amazing. Now that I'm up here in the booth and I'm looking out at the field and. Man, that looks like a professional job out there. You got to put a lot more things. Start cutting the field too, like they do in Major League Diamonds, and make all the different patterns out there. Can you do that too? But that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'll have to call the Packers up and get the end zone guys to come over and help us out. If you had turf, we could just have it out there permanently. But it is pretty neat, though.
Yeah, it is. It looks really good out there from this vantage point from the press box. And you're taking on a conference team tonight. Really good guy as their head coach over there, Gail Gran. They even have the fields named after him over in Plymouth. So talk about your opponent. I know you beat them by a lot, but I see that they played some close games against KML and Kewaskum, so they're no team to be taken lightly, it looks like.
No, yeah, they're a foe that we have to take very seriously because Gail's a great coach. He has his girls ready, proven by on their spring break a couple weeks ago, they went down, took a road trip to Tennessee, and on the way they just picked up games as they went and played some really good teams. I got to see one of those games that was streamed, and I mean those girls played great ball. I think they won 7-4, 7-5 against a really good team down close to Tennessee, and hit three, 4 long balls in the game. I mean they were really, really playing well. So if we want to get ready for the playoffs, we need our conference to be good, and Gail and his girls are not disappointing with that.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us. I'm looking forward to calling your games, as I always am. Always a great program here, doing a good thing with these young ladies. You got a great bunch of players and leaders out there, so good luck on your game today, Coach.
Thanks, Steve. Enjoy the day.
Yeah, it's beautiful today. A little windy as usual, but we'll be back with more of our pregame show coming up in just a few minutes. Waupun getting set to take on the Plymouth Panthers. Conference action in the East Central Conference. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Don't chance it and find yourself asking, where's the heat? Get on our furnace maintenance plan now to prevent a furnace malfunction or a heating headache. Need a brand new American Standard furnace? We do that too. Call 920-763-2301, allphasecomforts.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Our good friend Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Here we go. Big week here. Weather is flipping. Wine walk coming up this weekend, too.
Yeah, they keep teasing us about getting this patio set up, so we'll see how it goes the rest of the week. Wine walk this weekend, so obviously go down and support everybody downtown. We are going to be open for pizzas after 9 o'clock, not for any other food. So if you guys need to get something to eat after the wine walk stop down here, we'll go till 10-ish. We'll see how it goes. Only pizzas, so don't come in looking for anything other than that. That's all we're going to have.
All right, coming up here, of course, NBA playoffs rolling through it. Brewers, big series, couple of those coming up here.
Our favorite, the Cubs, are coming in, so come down and watch that. We've got Lonnie's Barrel Man on tap right now. Some that only used to be able to get at Millers Park. We're working on getting some glassware to do some specials with it, where you can buy a glass, take it home with you. Come down and check some of these beers out we got on tap. We flipped everything over to the summer-style beers, and there's some good stuff on now.
Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun. Have a good week, buddy. Thank you.
You too. Thanks, Nick.
Okay, we are back at Jerry Meadham Field. Some good insight by Coach Josh Novice about where his team's at right now, and a lot of respect for their opponent. Gail Grahn, a good guy. You remember me from all these years of doing sports over there. Always get a good chance to talk to him. Just a good guy, and so good a guy that they actually named the fields over there after him, just like they did over here in town, Jerry Meadham, and they're the Gail Grahn Fields. that are over in Plymouth. And he's also been the offensive coordinator on the football team, a very good program that they have over at Plymouth, and also involved with the basketball team. So retired guy, but pretty busy for a retired guy, and like I said, a very good guy. So glad to see him again here today, and they're just meeting at home plate right now. These teams did meet, like I said, back on the 3rd of April is when they met. And we had just, I don't think we were back from Florida yet. We were just getting ready to go in the next day or two after that. So left 90-degree temperatures down in Florida to come up here and see off and on, snow and freezing rain and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't great weather on the 3rd of April. But Waupun took care of business in that game, winning convincingly 13-1. 16 hits for the Lady Warriors, 2 hits, 3 errors for Plymouth. Addie Braun, 5 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits in the ball game, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 2 for 3 also with a bat in her hand, and had 2 RBIs in the game. Hannah Beatty had a 2 for 3 game, scored 4 times in the game. Like I said, she's got great wheels and finds her way across home plate quite often. Kaylee Westfall was 2 for 4 in that ball game. Rowan Harder was 2 for 3. Amelia Jones, 3 for 3 with a double and 3 RBIs. And Waupun again flexing their muscles in that game against the Plymouth Panthers early in the season. But like I said, been watching what Plymouth has been doing as of late, and they took on the Kewaskum, was undefeated in conference play. They took on KML, and they only lost by 2 runs, I think, each one of those games. Very close games. So they played the best teams in the conference besides Waupun very closely. And people change, teams change. It's almost been a full month since these teams have met each other. You got a lot of softball under your belt now by this time of the season. Everybody kind of got the young players that are veterans right now. So I'm sure we'll be seeing a different Plymouth teams. And Coach is very aware of that and cognizant of on the interview that we had about against a very good coach who's got this team ready to play against the Waupun Warriors here today. Not a bad day. Wind kind of blowing from the left field pole to the right field pole. Got a JV game going on. But like I said, come on down. It is Strikeout Cancer night, and they got a basket raffles. I put in some money towards the 50-50 raffle. And they're raising money for a couple ladies that are in their journeys right now of battling cancer. Like I said before, our thoughts and prayers with Jamie Zick and for Krista Sanchez. They had a nice little program before all the players on the team all met around the pitcher's circle, and then Krista and Jamie came out there and they took a nice picture of a really nice ribbon that supposedly Josh Novice, I know he did it, Josh Novice did the nice ribbon they have out there that is the symbol for breast cancer awareness and fighting that terrible affliction that people can get. But they posed around that out there in center field. And announcing the starting lineups right now, with Jeff Taves doing the PA announcing here, Big Nate Young doing the video streaming, and I'm Steve Witterhack. I'll be bringing you your play-by-play both on the radio and on RadioPlusInfo.com. But come on down, like I said, a lot of ways to raise some money for cancer. You can just hand them some money here for the people that are organizing it. They'll be glad to take that from you too. But might as well have some fun with it, see if we can make you a winner. Waupun taking on Plymouth coming your way in just a few minutes. The starting lineups in the beginning of this afternoon's game, live from Jerry Meadema Field, coming up in just a few minutes on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders brake clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmson name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Okay, we are ready to bring you some high school softball action. The Waupun Lady Warriors at home taking on the Plymouth Panthers. I tell you, that national anthem going in that flag was like it was posing for pictures out there. It was just blowing straight out, perfectly out there. Made you kind of proud to be an American. And here we are, ready to bring you some softball. Waupun taking on the Plymouth Panthers. Let's take a look at Waupun defensively. Got a great one in the pitcher circle for Waupun. State champion softball pitcher Addie Braun out there, 7-4 on the season with a 1.75 ERA, 79 strikeouts on the season so far. Kaylee Westfall, she is amazing, a special athlete back there. She's breaking records, like career records here in Waupun. Got a nice honor by the Wisconsin Fast Pitch Softball Coaches Association, got honored and recognized by them. So she's a special player, just a good young lady. Hannah Beatty over at first base. Alexis Babish is at second base. Carly White, he is the shortstop. Ryan Babish at third base. Left to right in the outfield for Waupun, Amelia Jones, Rowan Harder, and Leah Babish. And the batting order for the Plymouth Panthers, coached by Gail Grahn. Aubrey Fisher, their center fielder, will start things out, a left-handed hitter, followed by Emma Gumtoe and Bree Donner, their shortstop. So here we go. First pitch of the game, and that is going to miss high for ball one. That is popped in the air, but it's going to make its way out of play. So that is a foul ball. Puts the count now at 1-1. First batter of the ball game here at Jerry Miedema Field. Two and one the count. It's a nice sunny day. You didn't know what you're going to get today, but they did say it was going to clear up. But it was going to kind of stay cooler, and that's just the way it's going to be for the next few days. Maybe some frost tomorrow morning. Next pitch misses low and away, and that makes it a 3-1 count now to Aubrey Fisher, their center fielder. Girl has got most of the pitching innings. Bree Donner playing shortstop for the Panthers. Goes right at her with the next pitch, right down Main Street. A swing and a miss by Fisher puts the count now at 3-2. Got a pretty nice crowd here. Cheer on your Waupun Lady Warriors and a decent contingent coming all the way from Plymouth. And that catches the outside part of the plate. Nice job by Waupun's Addie Braun. Paint the outside part of the plate for a called strike 3 going down looking. Aubrey Fisher. That'll bring up Emma Gumto up to bat. After that, it'll be Bree Donner, their shortstop. Gumto on the season batting .371 with 3 home runs. Showing bunt, pulls it back, called strike 1. Yeah, great rivalry over the years with Plymouth in many sports. It's bringing the heat right at her, and a swing and a miss on the next pitch puts the count now at 0-2. 0-2 the count. Here is the pitch to Gumto, and a swing and a miss. Just deadly on her pitching right now. Addie Braun, just like that game against Kettle Moraine Lutheran last week Thursday. It looked like wherever she put that ball is exactly where she wanted it to go. She had total control in that ball game and just really shut down the Chargers. The team that beat Waupun earlier in the season 7-5. Waupun beats them 5-1. They just could not find an answer to Waupun's Addie Braun, which most teams can't. First pitch into number 3 in the batting order, Bree Donner. Misses high and away for ball 1. Pitcher Maddie is right at her on that one, and that's fouled out of play over on the Lincoln Street side, the first base side. Yeah, everybody pretty much knows not to park in the bombing area over there along the right field side in the parking spots there. A few cards down the way. It's on the ground. That is, off the glove of Carly White, kind of ranging off to her left. And that one kind of stayed low, but rolled up her glove. So getting on with an error will put a runner at first base with 2 down. Then their cleanup batter, Natalie Lensmeyer, steps to the plate. Natalie on the season is batting .548. So runner at first base, 2 down. Top of the first inning, no score in the ball game on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. First pitch is swung on and fouled over on the first base side. Count is 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, that's going to miss outside. Puts the count at 1-1. Yeah, thanks to your radio people out there listening on 103.3 FM and AM 1170. Might even have a few people over in the Fond du Lac frequency over there at 93.7 FM. Hello to you. That one comes inside, and that catches the inside part of the plate for a called strike. No offer on that one from Lensmeyer. 1-2 to count to Natalie Lensmeyer with Katie Fisher awaiting on deck. Here's the pitch from Braun. And that one is fouled down in the dirt. Foul ball. Keeps the count at 1-2. Yeah, got a JV game going, a happening place here. The beautiful facility here, Jerry Meadham of Fields. Being very proud being a Waupun resident with the facilities that they have here. Had a lot of really handy people that made all this possible. 1-2 pitch takes a little off that one, a swing and a miss. And 3 strikeouts in the inning for Addie Braun, 1 error. Only one runner reaches, and they don't get past first base. Nobody scores, and after 1/2 of inning here at Jerry Meadham Field, no score in the ball game. Back with Waupun's half of inning number 1 coming your way next on Radio Plus Sports.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and Auto Sales. Every time we make you feel at home and Auto Sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Okay, we are back at Jerry Meadema Field, ready to bring you the bottom half of inning number 1. I'm Steve Wooderhack. Let's take a look at Waupun's batting order. Kaylee Westfall will lead things off for the Lady Warriors. Addie Braun will be batting second, followed by Hannah Beatty. Cleanup batter, Amelia Jones. Aubrey Farley, the designated player, batting fifth. After that, Alexis Babish. Leah Bawalda batting seventh. After that, Ryan Babish and Rowan Harder. And in the pitcher's circle for the Plymouth Panthers is Madeline Weber. Emerson Arbuckle behind home plate. Called strike on the first pitch into Westfall. Clara Henschel is over at first base, I should say. Kaya Lund is the second baseman. Bree Donner at shortstop and Natalie Lensmeyer at third base. And, putting a charge in the ball, but pulling it well foul off the bat. That is a strong girl, Kaylee Westfall. She's a power lifter, too, so you couldn't see that at all in that swing, using her legs and everything, all the strength things to hit that well off the field. She's got 5 home runs on the season, and I got to see 2 of them in that game against Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and they were right into the wind and just low, hard line drivers. But still no doubters. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to miss off the plate. Puts the count now at 2-2. Kaylee's chasing a few other things. I checked this text I got from Coach Navis. And that is up in the air, and that is out of here. First batter of the ball game, and another home run out of 2 games that I've seen. I've seen 3 home runs now for Kaylee Westfall. Just puts a charge, hits it high in the air, right over just to the right of the left field pole, and Waupun just like that, leading 1-0. Home run number 6 for Kaylee Westfall.
Pitcher number 13, Addison Braun, Beatty on deck.
Eddie Braun up to bat now. Hannah Beatty will be up after that, but again, getting used to seeing that, man, jumping all over that pitch, and no doubt on that once it left the bat. And that, again, that's going right into the wind, even with that high fly ball that she hit out there. You still knew it was going out of the park. First pitch into Addie Braun is strike 1. And this one's charged up the middle, and that's going to be a one-hopper out to the center fielder and a single off the bat of Addie Braun. So Waupun starting out well, a home run and a single. 2 up, 2 on base, 1 run in. Waupun leading 1-0 and nobody out. And that'll bring up Hannah Beatty, number 3 batter. And Reagan Holtz coming in to run for the pitcher for Waupun. Over at first base now for the Lady Warriors. Hannah Beatty, blessed with a lot of speed. It's good to get her on the base paths, like I said, in that game that they played early in the season back on the 3rd of April. She crossed home plate 4 times in that ball game. To get her on base, she finds her way around the base path. Called strike on the first pitch into Hannah. Amelia Jones awaiting on deck. Yeah, real nice crowd coming out here. Still got jackets on yet. It was a pretty nice weekend. Got up to Mosinee this past weekend, and still a little sore from my climb up. Didn't actually climb the side of a mountain. It's just a little sidewalk that goes up from the base of Rib Mountain all the way up to the top. And that's going to find its way out to center field. And 3 batters, 3 base hits. A single up the middle for Hannah Beatty. So runners now at first and second base. With nobody out, 1 run in, and Amelia Jones comes up, the cleanup batter. Amelia so far on the season batting .444 with 12 RBIs and an opportunity to add to that list right now. Aubrey Farley, the designated player, awaiting on deck. Yeah, walked up the sidewalk that goes up Rib Mountain on that windy road that gets you to the top, past the DNR station up there, and even got on top of the tower up there to get a great view of Wausau. A beautiful day. Showing bunt. Here's the throw over to third base and a safe over at third. Good job. Good jump over there, Addie Braun. Good try to get the tag over there, but just a hair late. And Waupun advances both runners now to second and third base. So real big opportunity now for Amelia Jones to add to her RBI list. This pitch into Amelia is going to miss outside. Puts the count now at 1-1. See, we could even have a little frost coming up tomorrow between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. For some of you early planters out there, you might have to cover off everything that you planted out there because frost could be in our future coming up tomorrow morning. At least that was my excuse now. I told the wife I can't plant right now. It's crazy. We could have some, I've seen snow in May before with the baseball and softball games I've called, so we got to wait a little longer for that. A little high on the next pitch in. Puts the count now at 3-1. But it's coming. I'll be planting. Put up another flower box for the wife, and got to get that done. Got to keep Ma happy at home. 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Weber. And that's popped up in short center field, and that's going to be off the glove of the shortstop. And everybody's safe. One comes in for Waupun. Holtz comes in. It's right behind second base. Should be an easy ball off the glove of Bree Donner. And everybody's safe. Now runners at the corners. 2 runs in for Waupun. This game 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Great start here for Waupun. Sloppy start here with that error for the Panthers. Runner goes. Runners now at second and third base. So again, Aubrey Farley steps to the plate now for Waupun, the designated player, batting .413 on the season. 16 RBIs, swinging a very good bat for Waupun so far. Next pitch misses off the plate, puts the count now at 1-1. Coach Navas wearing his pink hat in honor of the Strikeout Cancer fundraiser here today at Miedema Field. Next pitch misses right above the brim of Farley, makes the count 2-1. That's going to miss low and away. 3-1 the count now for Aubrey Farley. Coming up on Thursday, we will be bringing you some Waupun Warrior boys baseball as they'll be taking on Kewaskum coming up on Thursday night. And that's chopped over towards Donner. That one off her glove again. That's going to be a couple errors on her in the ball game. Just had to step forward, off to her right a little bit, and step forward and pick it up. But kind of picked her glove up. Ball still on the ground. That brings another run in for Waupun. They now lead this game 3-0. But a couple errors in a row by the shortstop for the Panthers, Bree Donner. First 3 batters for Waupun. Carly White coming in, flex player coming in for the designated player, Aubrey Farley. So runners at first and second base, 3 runs in the bottom half of inning number 1. Not a great start. 3 errors in that ball game when Waupun won. First time these teams met this season, back on the 3rd of April. Waupun won 13-1. They had 3 errors in that ball game, but 2 errors here in the first inning already on the Panthers. First pitch is going to miss high. Ball 1. He was looking at the stats with Madeline Weber. She's pitched a lot less innings on the season. Mostly Bree Donner that's been pitching most of the innings. They got her at shortstop. Next pitch is going to miss just a bit high. Makes the count now 2-0. Still nobody out for Waupun. The opportunities were there, but some errors on the field by Plymouth. Keeping Waupun going here in the bottom half of inning number 1. A called strike on the next pitch in. So count on Alexis right now. He is 2-1. Alexis on the season batting .375. And this is hit high in the air, slicing over towards left center field. Left fielder gets underneath it. Fisher brings it in. Throw to second. Not in time, so that is an out for the first out recorded against Waupun. Nice job having to kind of run off. So the ball's kind of getting blown and forward and off to the left of the left fielder out there. But a good job by Katie Fisher to get underneath and haul it in. That'll bring up Leah Bowalda to the plate now for Waupun. Right fielder. Lays off the first pitch, called strike into Leah. Leah batting .300 on the season. 0-1 the count now to Bowalda with Ryan Babish awaiting on deck. This is batter number 7 for Waupun at the plate. That's going to miss outside, put the count at 1-1. Don't forget to listen tomorrow at 7:35, and at 8:35 we'll have definitely some highlights of this game here today. Maybe some interviews with the players we'll have during our sports. It's going to be off maybe the foot, off the foot as she's limping away. Leah Bowalda has a foul ball. Puts the count now at 1-2. Yeah, well, Nick Rush does a good job taking this video stream, and he'll take some highlights of the game, play that, and get any interviews with players or coach. He'll put those on too, some of that stuff. This is hit high in the air out towards right field. Gumto backs up. That's going to make it all the way to the fence. And Waupun's going to score at least one more run. They relay it in, and Waupun now leading this game by a score of 4-0 as Jones scores all the way from second base. Putting a charge in there with a double, an RBI double, putting runners at second and third. Leah Bowalda. Seen her do that a few times this season. Likes going out to right field. So now 4-0 with one down, and this is number 8 in this inning for Waupun with Ryan Babish up to the plate. Ryan Babish so far on the season, he is batting .281. Hard hit ball, that's going to be a base hit out to left field. And another run scores for Waupun, just keeps on moving him around. And that brought in Carly White from third base. Now runners at the corners for Waupun. Bowalda heads over to third base, single for Ryan Babish and her RBI. Waupun now leading 5-0. A little meeting in the pitcher's circle right now. What a great start here for Waupun. Everybody hitting. A rough start here for Madeline Weber, and should have had some help with her teammates behind her. A couple errors on the field behind her that could have made things a little more reasonable. But yeah, now Waupun opens up a 5-0 lead with runners at the corners and still only one down. Number 9 in the batting order, Rowan Harder, steps to the plate. Gail Grond done with his meeting in the pitcher's circle. I think he'd have a good calming effect on you when Gail comes out there. He's not a guy that's going to be chewing anybody out. Just calm down. Let's get these last 2 outs here. Runner goes, and he's going to throw it to the shortstop setup play where the short's coming up short right behind the pitcher's circle. And everybody stays where they're at except their third base. They stay where they're at, and the runner advances over to second. A couple more runners in scoring position for Waupun with Rowan Harder at the plate. This one bounces across the plate, knocked down by the catcher, Emerson Arbuckle. 1-1 the count now for Rowan. Here's the 1-1 pitch. You can say that one misses just a bit high. Puts the count now at 2-1. Wapun's next game, they'll be playing at home against Winneconne on Thursday. This is hit out towards right field, getting underneath is Emma Gumto. Runner tags, and it goes, and another run comes in for Waupun. Sacrifice fly, but an RBI for Rowan Harder. And that does bring the run in from third base, and Babish advances over to third base. Waupun keeps on throwing more runs on the scoreboard now, leading 6-0. Yeah, we had for the second at bat of the ball game for Kaylee Westphal, who homered earlier this inning. First batter for Waupun is Jackson right over by the left field fence to get Waupun going, and a nice run. What a great start here for Waupun, leading now 6-0 in the first inning. Swung, kind of reaching out for it a little bit off the end of the bat, and it's going to be foul over on the first base side. Well, again, makes for a bit of a sloppy book when you have to go in another column again into the second inning for your first inning, but when it's your team, you don't care. 1-1 count, and that's hit out towards the right field. Gumtoe goes over by the foul line and hauls it in, and that is the end of it for Waupun, but not before they score 6 runs in the bottom half of inning number 1. And they've got at least 4 hits, I think, in there, 5 hits in the inning. And they had a couple errors in there, too. So Waupun comes up with 6 runs, lead 6-0 after 1 complete. Back with the top of inning number 2 coming your way right after this on RP Sports.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, here we go. Waupun, the damage is done. 5 hits in the bottom half of inning number 1. A couple errors out there. They were very costly. And Waupun scores 6 runs and lead this game 6-0 going into the top of the second inning. Number 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order for Plymouth coming up to bat, starting with Katie Fisher, Kyle Lund, and Clara Henschel. The 3 batters for the Panthers. That's going to miss well high in the first pitch into Fisher. Fisher on the season batting .353. It was a nice start in the beginning of the ball game with Addie Braun faced Aubrey Fisher, and she was behind in the count and came back all the way back and got Fisher to watch strike 3 go by. Comes inside, and that one is swung on, fouled back. Right underneath. The hardest place to find the ball when it's right underneath the catcher. Kaylee kind of smiling back at the home plate umpire. Great interview, but there wasn't. There was no audio in the interview with Kaylee. I was very bummed about that in that last game that I called back on Thursday. The producer, and it wasn't Big Nate Young. It was Kobe that did it, but kind of unplugged our volume for that interview. And a swing and a miss. That's the 4th strikeout. All the outs so far for Plymouth have been way of the strikeout. Kaya Lund coming up, the second baseman, right-handed hitter. Yes, we'll try to get that interview one of these times with Kaylee. She's got a lot of things to talk about with all her accomplishments and career records that she's breaking from different people. The steal record, base hit record, I think she's closing in on. A little bit ahead on that pitch. Swing by Kyle Lund, a swing and a miss. But fun talking to Kaylee. Always a big smile. It's kind of like watching Elf. He says smiling's my favorite. And I think she's the same way. That's Kaylee's favorite too. Smiling and hitting balls over the fence. 6 home runs on the season. Swing and a miss on the next pitch in. Puts the count quickly at 0-2. Yeah, beautiful day. Nice sunshiny day. A bit of a breeze, of course. Yeah, it takes something off that then with the change up to Kyle Lund and another strikeout. It is 6 batters and 5 strikeouts in the ball game. Gave up that one base runner on the air over at shortstop. Otherwise, just a gem being pitched by Addie Braun so far. That puts her at 84 strikeouts on the season. Here's Clara Henschel up to bat. First pitch into Clara is strike 1. 1-1 the count with 2 down and nobody on. Right now, Addie Braun in a good zone right now. Total control of what's happening out there. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball, but that one is pulled foul on the ground over on the third base side. Puts the count now at 0-2. Yeah, don't forget we'll be covering girls softball. Try to do one game. We can't do all the games, but we'll be at one softball game for Waupun and one baseball game for Waupun most of this season. And we'll be doing all of their postseason games. It's like we have for a few decades here on this radio station. A called strike going down looking was Clara Henschel. All the batters retired with a strikeout, and Henschel goes down looking. Now 6 strikeouts in the ball game for Addie Braun. Waupun leads 6-0 after 1.5 innings, back with the bottom of inning number 2 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Shepherd of the Hills Catholic School in Eden is a faith-centered community that carries on the tradition of outstanding Catholic education. It's closer than you think. Students grow academically, spiritually, and emotionally, all in a Christ-centered environment. Log on soth-school.org and like us on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Don't chance it and find yourself asking, where's the heat? Get on our furnace maintenance plan now to prevent a furnace malfunction or a heating headache. Need a brand new American Standard furnace? We do that too. Call 920-763-2301, allphasecomforts.com.
Okay, we are back for the bottom half of inning number 2, and coming up to bat for Waupun will be number 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Addie Braun, followed by Hannah Beatty and Amelia Jones. Number 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order for Waupun. Addie Braun, she had a single man scored back in the first inning. And one of Waupun's 5 hits in the first. Called strike on the first pitch in to Addie. Yeah, she's been on a tear lately too, just swinging a very, very good bat right now for Waupun, besides being just a lockdown. This one's going to be hit high in the air out towards our right center field, and that is out of here off the bat of Addie Braun. Just kind of a sliced one out there right by the flagpole. It's a little right of the middle of the field, and another home run for Waupun. 2 for 2 on the game now for Addie Braun, but put a charge in the ball straight away, and Waupun now leads this game 7-0. Nice swing there by Addie, just putting it up in the stratosphere and slicing on the way over there, right towards the Denny Killam batting cage area over there, and Waupun flexing their muscles again here in the game, leading 7-0 against Plymouth. That'll bring up Hannah Beatty, singled and scored in the first inning. Nice start here for Waupun. Like I said, this is a team that played very well against Kewaskum and KML, the other 2 top teams in the conference. Playing very close games, and Waupun's just taking it to them right now. I think Waupun would like to have that KML, or I should say the Kewaskum game back. They lost 1-0 in that ball game. And right now, Kewaskum leading the conference, undefeated in conference play with a 2-game lead over Waupun. So that's going to be a little hard to. You need some help on that if they want a chance to get a share of first place. But I guess the main thing is just how you're playing at the end of the season. I like how Waupun's playing right here in the middle of the season. That's a called strike in the next pitch in. Puts the count now at 2-2. With nobody out, 1 run in. 2 home runs for Waupun. 6 hits in the ball game, and we're only in the bottom half of inning number 2. 2-2 pitch to Beatty is hit out to short right field. That's going to drop in right down the line. It's a little bloop over towards second base, and Hannah finds herself on base again, and she always seems to find her way all the way around the base pass over by home plate again, crossing the plate. And she has some great speed out there. She says she gets that from her dad. I asked her, you get your speed from mom or dad? He said, definitely dad, she said. Sorry, Ashley. Little throw over to first base. Not in time, and calling time to get up. Brush off just a little bit is Hannah. Yeah, she does a little wrestling too, does Hannah, and I've seen her figure skate too. A very accomplished figure skater. She was a conference champ in wrestling? Okay. This is popped in the air, foul territory, and along the fence, and it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground. Of course, her dad, a very accomplished wrestler, one of the coaches on the team, too, so guess he's been working with Hannah at home. Must be some wrestling matches going on over at the Beatty household. Just a good, complete athlete. Amelia Jones, some new life here with a 1-1 count. Shoots that right back in the glove of the pitcher. Getting it as Weber throws to first to get the double play. The 1-3 double play, but a line shot by Jones right back at the pitcher. Hauls it in, throws to first to get the out. So nice play by Madeline Weber, taking care of defensive business. That clears the base pass now for Waupun. And that'll bring up Aubrey Farley. Got on with that error on that little ball that was hit on the ground over to the shortstop, Bree Donner. Mishandled it and got herself on base, and she ended up scoring. Both those errors, people that got on base ended up scoring for Waupun. 2 down now for the Lady Warriors. This is over towards Donner. Cleanly picks it up, throws the first, gets the first baseman off the base, and another error over at shortstop for Bree Donner. Throwing it down the line towards home plate, and the first baseman, Clara Henschel, had to leave the base to go get the ball. That puts a runner over at first base for Waupun with 2 down. That brings up Alexis Babish. She flew out to left field. Her last at bat back in the first inning. Check swing. Foul, and that is strike 1 into Alexis. What a nice freshman year. Main setter on the volleyball team, and a lot of accolades for how good she was doing that. This one swings on and fouls it behind her over in the third base side. Also a very good basketball player that started a lot of games for a very good Waupun Lady Warrior basketball team. And here she is right in the starting lineup for softball, too. So a starter in 3 different sports her freshman year. That's a nice start to your high school career for Alexis Babish. This one's going to miss outside off the glove of the catcher, and heading over to second base is Aubrey Farley. Good to see Aubrey out there, all that she had to go through with her injuries and surgeries and everything else she went through, but good to see her back out there battling again for the Lady Warriors. Here's the 1-2 pitch now for Alexis Babish. Puts a charge in it, but pulls that well foul. Out of play over on the third base line, but really, luckily got a lot of people in that area, but somebody stepped right in and kind of grabbed the ball, but that thing was going, but just pulled foul. Nice job there, Alexis. 1-2 yet the count for Babish with 2 down in that runner at second base. Comes the 1-2 pitch. That's going to get past the catcher, and heading over towards third base now is Aubrey Farley. So you may as well see if you can get that run in right now for the Lady Warriors, leading 7-0 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. 2-2 the count, and that is hit over towards Donner. Gets it on the second hop. This time throws it over to first and gets the out. Waupun strands a runner, and they have the solo shot off the bat of Addie Braun. And Waupun now leads 7-0 after 2 complete. Back with the top of inning number 3 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Chronic pain sufferers, listen up. If you're suffering from pain due to injury or illness, and the options you've tried have failed to alleviate your pain, or surgery has been recommended, you may be wondering if you've run out of options. If so, regenerative medicine may be your answer. At New Medical Center, we use a variety of alternative treatments designed to harness your own body's ability to heal. Rather than covering up your pain, regenerative medicine goes right to the source to resolve and repair the injury. Instead of using harmful drugs to mask your pain or having risky surgery that can cause additional injury and increase your chance of arthritis, regenerative medicine helps your body repair the damage that causes pain. Don't let pain compromise your favorite hobbies and activities, leaving you crippled and desperate for help. Thousands of people have found relief with regenerative medicine, and you can too. Call the experts at New Medical Center to get an appointment today. New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or check us out on the web at www.newmedicalct.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back. Sorry about the audio issues, but hopefully we are back right now. Nice pitch on the first pitch in to Leah Bawalda. A double in the game, and now a single for Leah Bawalda. What a game here for for Waupun's Addie Braun with 9 recorded outs, all by strikeouts so far in the game. Single for Leah Bawalda. She's 2 for 2 in the game. Ryan Babish up now. It's a strong hit right towards center field, but right at the center fielder, Aubrey Fisher just backpedals a few steps, hauls it in for out number 1. That'll bring up Rowan Harder. Had a sac fly back in the first inning that brought a run in. And an RBI in the game. So 1 down, runner at first base. 7-0 lead for the Lady Warriors. Swing and a miss by Harder. It's the count at 0-1. Strikeout cancer is the theme of tonight. They got the pink ribbon out there in short center field that Josh Novice painted out there. They've got a basket raffle going on. They've got a 50-50 raffle going on, and the proceeds of this be to help the battle going on for Jamie Zick and for Kristen Sanchez, both battling cancer right now. And like I said, our thoughts and prayers with them. This is right down the line, but just a bit foul on the third base side. They had a nice little ceremony before the game start with Jamie and Krista getting to go out with the whole team by the pitcher's circle and then by the ribbon that Josh painted out there in center field. He's pretty proud of that, and he should be. It looks pretty professional out there. Next one is swung on, foul backhand out of play. Puts the count now at 0-2 now for Rowan. Kaylee Westfall awaiting on deck. What a game for Addie. 9 strikeouts and also a home run and a single. She's scored every time she's got it to bat so far in the ball game. This is going to be a little low. Thrower to first base is not in time. So Rowan down to the count 1-2 with that runner at first base. 7-0 game. Waupun leading here. And this one's going to make its way out to right between short and third base. Nice hit there from Rowan Harder. She was down to the count and battled back and got herself a base hit between short and third base. So that puts runners now at first and second base with 1 down, and that'll bring up the dangerous Kaylee Westfall. Flew out to right field back in the first inning, and also in the first inning had that solo shot to start the ball game for Waupun. Got the ball rolling. Lays off the first pitch. Makes the count 1-0. Swung on the next one, fouls it back into the screen. 1-1 the count. Madeline Weber in the pitcher's circle for the Panthers. 1-1 count with 1 down. Runners at first and second for Waupun. Here's one right out towards left field, and that's going to make it a 1-hopper to the fence. That's going to score at least 1 run for Waupun. And an RBI double off the bat of Kaylee Westfall. Nice hard hit right on the stitches on that one, right out to left field, and a 1-hopper to the fence. And another RBI there for Kaylee Westfall with 2 RBIs in the ball game. That scored Leah Bawalda all the way from second base, and Roland Harder finds herself over at third base. Looks like we might be having a pitching change possibly here, and we're going to take a break and come back. Waupun leading this game now by a score of 8-0. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back, and Bree Donner, the one I said has pitched most of the innings for Plymouth this season, is moving from shortstop over to pitch now here in the ball game, replacing Madeline Weber. And Aubrey Vaughn has come off the bench and playing over at shortstop now for the Panthers. This one's over towards second base, and a job by Kyle Lund over there to pick it up, flick it to first, but that does advance the runner now over to third base, and another run comes in for Waupun. Carter scores from third base. So Kaylee Westfall now standing over at third base for the Lady Warriors. And that'll bring up Hannah Beatty, the runner at third base. Good for an RBI right now. 9-0 Waupun. We're only in the bottom of the third inning. Amazing things happening on both sides of the ball. The great pitching by Waupun's Addie Braun. And then the team, as a team for Waupun, swinging a good bat right from top to bottom in the order. Doing a great job here for the Lady Warriors. 2 home runs, one off the bat of Kaylee Westfall, the first batter in the ball game, and then Addie Braun's second at bat, a shot over at the right center field. Next pitch into Beatty misses. Count is now 2-1 to Hannah. And that's going to be hit up the middle, an RBI single off the bat of Hannah Beatty. She is now 3 for 3 in the ball game. Got a lot of offensive people's batting averages going up for the Waupun Lady Warriors here in this game against Plymouth. Amelia Jones comes up now. 3 runs into the inning. Waupun now leading 10-0. Lays off the first pitch. That's going to miss outside, and that is ball 1 to Amelia. So far, Jones in the game got on with an error and scored back in the first inning. Also hit a line drive right back at the pitcher, but she caught it through to third to get the double play, or first to get the double play. Oof. It's going to get out to center field, but staying right at first base will be Hannah. Dominating game here by the Lady Warriors. Like I said, they'll be playing coming up on Thursday against Winneconne. This means something to play Winneconne. They've had some great rivalries over the years. 2-1 the count now to Amelia Jones. Aubrey Farley awaiting on deck. Pitch into Jones, swings on and fouls it back into the screen. 2-2 the count now for Amelia. Got speed on the base pass with Hannah Beatty standing over at first. Comes the 2-2 pitch into Jones. Fights that one off, and that's just going to be fouled by about 1.5 feet over just on the beginning of the outfield grass down the first base line. Nice job almost getting that one to fall in. That would have probably had Beatty standing over at third base at the very least. 2-2 the count yet for Amelia Jones. Here's the pitch from Donner. That's going to miss high, puts the count now at 3-1. A little misconnection here with the Arbuckle and the pitcher. Donner, a couple of balls going off her glove. Two down, now a full count for Jones. Swings on that one, stays alive, making Donner work for this last out here of the bottom of the third inning. Yeah, if you still have a chance, you're in Waupun, come on over, watch the end of the ballgame. Still can get in on the things going on with the basket raffle, and not sure when they're going to do the 50-50 raffle, if that'll be right at the end of the ballgame, which could be a shortened game. This is going to make its way out to left field, and Beatty with that speed gets herself over to third base. Safe over there. Now runners at second and third on that single by Amelia Jones. Waupun not quitting here. Still have runners on the base pass at second and third base with two down. And Aubrey Farley, another dangerous hitter coming up. She's got on twice now with errors over from the shortstop, which is now the pitcher here in the ball game for the Plymouth Panthers. Big opportunity here for Aubrey Farley. Set a pretty good stat builder game here offensively for Waupun, and especially for the pitcher for Addie Braun and what she's done defensively. Faced all the outs that she had are all by strikeouts. There's a couple errors behind her, otherwise it would have been a perfect game. That's going to get picked up. Good job at shortstop by Aubrey Vaughn to get it and throw to first to get the out. Pond strands a couple, but they get 3 runs coming in, highlighted by that home run off the bat of Addie Braun. And Waupun leads this game now 10-0. We'll be back with the top of the fourth right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Our good friend Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Here we go. Big week here. Weather is flipping. Wine walk coming up this weekend, too.
Yeah, they keep teasing us about getting this patio set up, so we'll see how it goes the rest of the week. Wine walk this weekend, so obviously go down and support everybody downtown. We are going to be open for pizzas after 9 o'clock, not for any other food. So if you guys need to get something to eat after the wine walk stop down here, we'll go till 10-ish. We'll see how it goes. Only pizzas, so don't come in looking for anything other than that. That's all we're going to have.
All right, coming up here, of course, NBA playoffs rolling through it. Brewers, big series, couple of those coming up here.
Our favorite, the Cubs, are coming in, so come down and watch that. We've got Lonnie's Barrel Man on tap right now. Some that only used to be able to get at Millers Park. We're working on getting some glassware to do some specials with it where you can buy a glass, take it home with you. Come down and check some of these beers out we got on tap. We flipped everything over to the summer-style beers, and there's some good stuff on now.
Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun. Have a good week, buddy. Thank you.
You too. Thanks, Nick.
Okay, here we are back at Jerry Meadham Field, and number 3 in the batting order, Bree Donner, now the pitcher in the ball game, moved from short to pitcher. At bat, she got on base back in the first inning with an error by Waupun. Watches the first pitch miss high for ball 1. Natalie Lensmeyer awaiting on deck. This is number 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order, the scheduled batters for the Plymouth Panthers. Change up on that one. They say that misses. Makes the count now 2-0. Addie Braun has just an amazing changeup. You don't see it coming, and just all of a sudden you're batting and swung the bat, and the ball's not quite to the plate yet. There's a chopper and right into the glove on one hop into Addie Braun. Throws to first to get the out. So the first out recorded that was not a strikeout against the Plymouth Panthers. So 1 up and 1 down, and Natalie Lensmeyer steps to the plate. Natalie, of course, pretty much everybody's got the same line, except for a couple of batters that they've have a strikeout in their first at bat. Called strike on the first pitch in. Katie Fisher waiting on deck, maybe not. Yeah, Katie Fisher waiting on deck. Yeah, not a bad-looking night, the way things are looking here today. Next one's going to miss outside. Like I said, for you people that put plants out there, better get them covered tonight because they say frost warning from about 5 a.m. until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're good at our place. Nothing planted yet. So I can now actually tell the wife when I get home, see, I told you, the frost coming in, that would have killed your plants. Hopefully we can get some dry times. We got a lot of rain, at least a percentage of it in the forecast the next few days. So like every day has got a little bit of rain in the forecast. I think the farmers want a little less rain so they can get out there and do their planting, do the fertilizing out there and get that kind of stuff done. I'm a city kid, but I just get this information from the Waupun Community Center from the farmers that are down there working out. That's where I get it. Whatever they want is what I want for the weather. If they say we need rain, I say, let it rain. If they say they want it dry so they can do what they need to do, please let it be dry. 10-0 Waupun here in the top of the fourth inning. Waupun just putting out a great display both offensively and defensively in this ball game. Addie Braun is just rock solid here. This one right back at her, and why not miss? She's recorded all the outs, really. A couple errors behind her. Otherwise, she had that one hopper in her glove, and that one a line drive right back at her. Addie Braun doing everything. A home run, a single, scored twice in the ball game. Yeah, talk about having a game. That'll bring up Katie Fisher. She struck out back in the second inning. Lays off the first pitch. They're going to see if she went. They say no. Ball one. Yeah, Bucks got their last game of the season coming up tonight. What is it? 40-20. You know. And this was a line drive right over the glove of the second baseman. That's going to make it all the way out to the fence. And rounding first and getting over to second base is Katie Fisher. Nice hit there off the bat of Katie Fisher. The first hit from Addie Braun. Gets herself a double with 2 down. That's right. The game started at 5 o'clock today. And the one thing they did say when they were without their other superstar in the ball game, that they have played some pretty good basketball. Maybe that just wasn't a good fit. They played well, and playing on the road, who knows? They don't put a lot of hope into their postseason. And the Brewers, game under 500, playing at Chicago coming up tonight against the White Sox, not the Cubs. They play the Cubs starting on Friday. I think a pretty good season. I think they got a pretty good team that's going to do some good things. Kyle Lund fouls the next pitch off. Yeah, so runner now at second base for the first time for the Plymouth Panthers. They're trailing now 10-0. Something off that one, way ahead of it. A swing and a miss by Kyle Lund, her second time she struck out today. That is a strikeout number 10 now for Addie Braun, just through 4 innings. And after 3.5 innings, Waupun leading 10-0. Back with the bottom half of inning number 4 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains.
Okay,
TerraMax
we are back.
Tillage
Waupun now leading 10-0. They've got 6 runs in the first inning, 1 run in the second inning, 3 runs in the third inning, and lead this game 10-0. Alexis Babish coming to the plate right now, looking for her first hit of the ball game. So far, she's flown out and grounded out. This pitch into her is a called strike one. Leah Bawalda waiting on deck after that. Ryan Babish in the hole now for Waupun. Number 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order here for Waupun. Comes the 0-1 pitch for Donner, and that's going to be a base hit off the bat of Alexis Babish. Adding to Waupun's hit total and hit parade here in the ball game. Nice job there by Alexis, right down the line. And they'll get over to second base besides, and now Coach Gron heading back out there. We're going to keep it right here, but yeah, Waupun's had benefited from and took advantage of the errors that they've Plymouth had, especially in that first inning when they had those 2 errors. Without those 2 errors, we don't score, all the runs we had. 6 runs in the first inning, but Waupun definitely a very aggressive team, and they're going to take advantage of opportunities given and free chances there by the Panthers. So it looks like a little more abrupt little visit out to the pitcher's circle for Gail Gron and his Plymouth Panthers. They're ready to play again with that runner at second base. Nice job, Alexis Babish. Your first hit of the ball game. That brings up Leah Bawalda. Leah takes a big cut on the first pitch in. She is 2 for 2 in the game. Had that double back in the first inning and scored, and had a single in the third inning and scored. Kind of waits and swings late on that one and fouls that off. Foul territory over on the first base side. So, again, swinging a great bat. I've seen her play, this is like the 4th game I've seen her play, and she does a great job. Also, I think she's the one that comes in and pitches once in a while, too, besides Farley. She's got some pitching innings this season. This one's going to miss brim level high on the pitch by Donner. 2-2 the count now to Leah Bawalda with Ryan Babish waiting on deck. Nobody out. 10-0 lead now for Waupun. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch from Donner. That's going to miss high, too. Puts the count now at 3-2. Yeah, great crowd here watching Waupun softball. You can't help but follow the team, defending state champs. And I think if they can get the ball rolling here at the end of the season, they can make another run. That's going to miss high and away, and Bawalda issued a walk. So runners now at first and second base with just 1 hit, 1 walk, and nobody out. And that'll bring up Ryan Babish. She had a single and scored, and then an RBI single back in the first inning. Flew out in the 3rd inning to center field. And that is hit over towards second base. Picked up by Lund. Throws to second to get the out. They try to get the out at first base, but a little late on that. So runners now at the corner. So now runners at the corners for Waupun, and that will bring up Rowan Harder. Just 1 down on the board and a 10-0 lead for Waupun. Rowan had a base hit back in the 3rd inning. And an RBI sac fly that she had in the 1st inning. One of 10 batters that stepped to the plate for Waupun in the 1st inning. I think they said they're pushing the tacos, Jeff. The walking tacos. Yeah, if you're right by the field here, this game might only last another half of inning after this. As Waupun up 10-0, and Plymouth will have to score against an unscorable and unhittable pitcher, Addie Braun, who just gave up 1 hit so far in the ball game, but 10 strikeouts in this game through 4 innings of pitching. That's an amazing, amazing line. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's going to miss outside into a Rowan. Kaylee Westfall waiting on deck. Kaylee with a double and a home run in the ball game. She scored a couple times. Comes a 3-1 pitch right down the middle, and that is hit out towards center field, and Fisher goes back, goes up, and hauls it in. Runner tags, and they're going to save the throw to third base, but that does score a run. Nice job by Alexis Babish tagging and coming in. Waupun now leads 11-0. Ryan Babish standing over at third base, but nice job by Rowan putting a charge in the ball on that one all the way out close to the fence. I think that would have hit off the fence if it wasn't hauled in by the center fielder, Aubrey Fisher. So 2 down, that runner at third base. 11-0 Waupun on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. And Kaylee Westfall at the plate. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to miss, makes it count 2-0. Kaylee is deadly at the plate. And she's now got 6 home runs on the season after her home run today. That one off the end of the bat, but it's going to make its way out to center field. So third base hit of the ball game for Kaylee Westfall. Good job just powering it, even though it went off the end of the bat out to center field. That brings in the runner Babish from third base. So 2 runs into the inning. Waupun now takes a 12-0 lead and really trying to ensure that this game only goes 4.5 innings. Don't forget we'll have some interviews with some Waupun players after the ball game. Have those on camera right up here in the broadcast area. And we'll also talk to Coach Josh Novice. I'm sure he'll find his way up here. And I'll find out if I'm a winner in the 50-50 raffle. I've got my 77 inches of tickets that I've got sitting up here with the arm's length span on across your whole body. So, yeah, so we're looking forward to that. See, do we have a winning ticket? Oh, okay. Jeff Taves actually has the winning ticket, so I'll have to get those up here by me right between the innings here. Everybody getting those tickets out now with probably a lot of money put into that. Again, a strikeout cancer night here at Waupun. This one is swung on, but that's going to slice foul out of play on the right field line off the bat. Waupun's Kaylee Westfall. Almost feel like she's actually trying to maybe hit one down the line over there and see if she can hit one in opposite fields. Usually she pulls these things from a lot of the home runs I've seen out here. This one is hit over towards second. That's going to eat up the second baseman. Throw to first, not in time. Good job by the second baseman, Kyle Lund, to knock it down through to first. Addie Braun, that's right, I should say, was up. And like I should said, Addie was trying to get it down the right field side. But runners now at first and second base, and Reagan Holtz coming out. So you got Holtz over at first base, and you got Westfall over at second base. And up to bat now is Hannah Beatty for her 4th at bat of the ball game. Swings on the first one, fouls that one back and out of play. Actually, with Addie up there, that's where her home run at the state tournament went. It went over the right field fence. Bring in 3 runs for Waupun at the state tournament. It was a magical year, wasn't it? Falling all the way to the championship game, that sectional championship, and win in extra innings and knocking off the 2-time defending state champ Freedom Irish. And that one is going to get past the shortstop's glove Vaughn, and that's going to score a run. Westfall scores from second base, and Waupun now leading 13-0. Nice job there by Kaylee Westfall. Kind of hesitated for a second to try to be right in front of that shortstop, and that does throw off. Kind of taught to do that, to kind of throw him off a little bit, and went right over the glove then at the shortstop. So pretty savvy softball team that Waupun puts on the field. Anna Beatty, 4 singles in the ballgame, 4 for 4. And coming up for Waupun now will be number 99, Jalen Landl, Jr., getting her first at-bat in this number 4 slot right now for Waupun. Runners at first and second, 2 down. 3 runs in the inning. Waupun scores 6 runs in the first inning, 1 run in the second inning, 3 in the third, and 3 in the fourth. And not done with the 4th inning yet. Here goes Landl. 1-0 the count to her. First at-bat of the ball game. Gets that one off the end of the bat over on the first base side, but that's foul. Count is now 1-1 to Jalen. Had her dad up here in the booth last Thursday. Jeff, you were gone last Thursday. He's at the draft. That was where everybody was. Well, they say like 600,000 people that went to that. That's crazy. Next pitch also a little behind on it off the end of the bat, and that is going to make it a 1-2 count. And Landell at the plate now for Waupun with runners at first and second with 2 down. Here's the pitch from Donner. That one inside. She scoots out of the way on that pitch. Yeah, Waupun playing some great softball right now. Hopefully this carries right into the postseason. We'll be covering all of Waupun softball and Waupun baseball games in the postseason. Hopefully long runs. One hopper right back to the pitcher. Donner runs over towards first, flicks it to the first baseman to get the out. But not before more damage is done. Waupun comes up with 3 more runs. And 3 hits for Waupun in the inning, and now they lead this game 13-0. See if Waupun can wrap things up here in the top of the 5th inning with that 13-run lead. Back after this with the top of the 5th right after this on RP Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Shepherd of the Hills Catholic School in Eden is a faith-centered community that carries on the tradition of outstanding Catholic education. It's closer than you think. Students grow academically, spiritually, and emotionally, all in a Christ-centered environment. Log on soth-school.org and like us on Facebook.
Okay, we are back at Jerry Miedema Field. Waupun now with a 13-0 lead going into the top of the 5th inning. And up to bat for the Plymouth Panthers is number 7 in the batting order, Clara Henschel. Just her second at bat of the ball game. Waupun went through their batting order 4 times here in the game, and a lot of players with some big numbers offensively. And, of course, Addie Braun has just been lights out here in the game. 10 strikeouts through 4 innings. We're here in the 5th inning. Waupun trying to wrap it up in 4.5 innings. Big swing and a miss. Big cut by Henschel. She went down looking back in the 2nd inning. Coach Navas can send any of a number of players up here to visit us up here in the up in the press box for the interviews. A little change up. We'll hopefully won't have the audio problems we had the last time with the other equipment and the other producer at that time kind of unplugging us for that post-game interview. For about an interview and a half, probably before he kind of figured it out. Comes the 2-2 pitch and fouls that. Well, that one's going to go off the glove, swing and a miss, and good job. Oh, that's the base runner's going to be safe at first. That one kind of sails on Westfall's throw to first. So she struck out, but still gets herself over to first base as that one gets past Westfall. Well, officially 11 strikeouts in the ball game now for Addie Braun. And that will bring up Aubrey Vaughn up to plate her first at bat of the ball game, batting in that number 8 slot. Coming in for the spot where the starting pitcher was, swing and a miss on the first pitch in. Got that runner at first base with nobody out, top of the 5th inning, but Plymouth would have to score 4 runs against a pretty good pitcher, Addie Braun, to get themselves to extend this ball game. 0-1 the count now to Vaughn. Swing and a miss on the next pitch. Puts the count now at 0-2. Emerson Arbuckle awaiting on deck, number 9 in the batting order. This pitch him is high and away. 1-2 the count to Vaughn. 13-0 Waupun, top of the 5th. And a new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Here's the 1-2 pitch, check swing, called strike 3. Going down looking. Maybe a little check on that one with Vaughn. She goes down. Now makes 12 strikeouts in the ball game for Addie Braun, and she'll be facing number 9 in the batting order, Emerson Arbuckle. Just her second at bat of the ball game. Top of the order, waiting on deck. That's going to miss inside. Good footwork there by Arbuckle to get out of the way. Not sure you're supposed to go out and kind of rub your toes a little bit and limp a little bit away to see if you can sell it. But quick feet on that one. Gets out of the way. Runner does advance over to second base. 6-point lead for the Bucks at halftime in their ball game against the Pacers. They had a pretty good lead earlier, so we'll see what they can do without Damian Lillard. And the Bucks on the verge of being eliminated, down 3-1 in their series against the Pacers. Needed to win that last game over at Milwaukee before they headed back to Indy. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Chasing one high and away. Swing and a miss. Puts the count now at 1-2. Upon one strikeout away from one gem of a game here against Plymouth. Oh, we only got one out. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm seeing the future. Next pitch is swung on, fouled back. 1-2 the count. Just one down. That runner at second base. And Aubrey Fisher waiting on deck. Top of the order. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Arbuckle strikes out for out number 2. Brings up center fielder number 6, Aubrey Fisher.
So 3 strikeouts in the inning, but the one runner got on with that error on the, he passed the catcher. So that's what I was looking at. Should be 13 strikeouts in the ball game for Addie Braun. I'm trying to pad her strikeout stats, so see if she can get another one right here. She has struck out Aubrey Fisher, and she also, Aubrey Fisher got on with an error earlier in the ball game. Strike one of the first pitch into Fisher. One pitch, and that is popped in the air out towards left field. Getting underneath it, he is Jones, hauls it in. Waupun knocks off Plymouth by a score of 13-0. Nice game here by the Waupun Lady Warriors. We're going to take a break, and hopefully we can get a few of the Lady Warriors up here to talk to them. We'll see if Coach Josh Novice can get a few of them and himself up here to talk to about the ball game. But impressive performance here by the Waupun Lady Warriors offensively. And, of course, that pitching by Addie Braun was just lights out, 14 Ks in the ball game. But we'll have those interviews coming your way in just a few minutes on Radio Plus Sports.
Hello, fellow allergy sufferers. Well, here we are at the heart of ragweed, hay fever, and mold season. If you're like me, you dread this time of year. Itchy eyes, runny nose, sneezing, nasal sprays, antihistamines, and allergy pills. And in the end, none of it makes your allergies any better. That used to be me, but I took control of my allergies, and you can too. I went to New Medical Center in Waupun. They tested me to find out exactly what was causing my allergies and formulated a personalized serum for me to treat my specific allergies. Best thing is, they got me in right away. I didn't have to wait for months for an appointment. Now here I am, able to work my fields, cut the grass, rake leaves, and anything else I want to do outside without having to worry about a constant headache, runny nose, and feeling miserable. Call the folks at New Medical Center. They help me, and I'm sure they can help you.
Call New Medical Center now at 324-9899 or visit them on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 324-9899. What are you waiting for?
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Don't chance it and find yourself asking, where's the heat? Get on our furnace maintenance plan now to prevent a furnace malfunction or a heating headache. Need a brand new American Standard furnace? We do that too. Call 920-763-2301, allphasecomforts.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. For the benefit of Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Is that all right? Okay, we are back. Impressive victory offensively and defensively for the Waupun Lady Warriors. They win 13-0 in 4.5 innings conference victory. And I tell you, a red-hot pitcher here with Addie Brond. 14 strikeouts in the ball game, 4 in the last inning that you had out there. So you got one of those. But, boy, just talk about what you were feeling today against those hitters. You struck out. All the outs were recorded by that for the first, 2.5 innings in the game.
Yeah, it felt really good. I mean, when I'm pitching on the mound, I know I have a defense behind me. So if I give up a hit, it's not the worst thing ever. It just gives me so much peace of mind on the mound that I can do my thing and that I know my defense has my back.
Yeah, it's a couple of games now that I've seen you pitch. I saw you in that game last week against Kenmore and Lutheran, and it looked like you had real good control of your pitches, and you had that same feeling tonight where you just felt like wherever you wanted to go, that's where it went today?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we really worked on it yesterday again. It's just you keep working at it. That's all you can keep doing is just keep getting the reps, keep putting in the time, and keep working on what makes you you.
Then batting, a home run today. That always feels good on top of dominating as a pitcher, 2 for 3 with that home run. You scored a couple times. And, boy, it was just everything working for your team offensively and defensively. I think you guys are playing pretty good ball right now, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, our positivity is there. We keep bringing the energy. That's something we're really working on. Turned it around, and we've just kept each other up, and we keep helping each other get better.
Well, it was another call here tonight. Looks like a perfect family out there, but keep doing what you're doing with the team and keep everybody up, and I think you got big things coming. So great game today.
Yes, thank you. It was an awesome night to host Strikeout Cancer. So.
Yeah, you guys did a great job. All the organizers of that was really nice. I think you brought in a lot of money, a lot of people here for it, so that was a great turnout.
Yes. I know Rowan and Amelia, they put in a lot of time on this, so it was great to see how.
Did a great game.
Thank you.
Addie Bryan. Love the glasses that they all have too. And we're going to hand the headset. This time we're going to have the volume up for you this time, Kaylee, so we can actually hear what you have to say. So we're all set for that. But Kaylee, nice start to the ball game. That's a nice way to set the tone, isn't it? Just cranking one over the left field fence, and 6 home runs for you on this. Talk about the bat right now.
I've just been focusing a lot, at practice and stuff like that, just on timing, and I think that it's definitely improved throughout the season.
And you almost hit for the cycle here today. You had a double, you had a single, you had a home run, you crossed home plate 3 times today. And what's your feeling about your team right now? I mean, of course, you had Addie that was just locked down pitching today, and you got everybody from the top to the bottom of the order that are hitting the ball right now. You guys are playing some pretty good ball.
Yeah, the whole lineup is hitting. I don't know if this is a for sure stat or not, but someone said we had 15 hits, so that's
You did. You had 15 hits in the
really
ball
good.
game. Yeah, you had a 3 for 4 game with that home run and the double in there. So Again, it's been a pretty fun baseball or softball to watch, and it looks like you're filling the stands here pretty good here to watch you guys play, and defending state champs. And hey, congratulations that you got from fastball or fast pitch softball coaches association. You got voted in, and what was it exactly that you got from that?
It was the senior all-star game.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a nice honor.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that too.
Oh, thank you.
So what a great and you're setting all these records and closing in on these records. Is that something you ever even thought about as when you first started out a few years back up on varsity that you'd be in the position like?
Well, my freshman and sophomore year, there wasn't even like a record book. And so it wasn't until like the end of my junior year when they actually like established one.
Oh, okay.
So like before this season, and I was like looking, I was like, it was nice to see where I stood between other people and like how close I would be to breaking records or not.
Well, congratulations. All the accolades are now well-deserved. Great game.
Thank you.
Okay, Kaylee Westfall joining us, and we're going to move right down the line to Leah Bowl. Join us too. It's nice to be at number 7 in the batting order. I've seen a lot of your very good games out here so far. And today you had yourself a double and scored the first inning, and that single and scored in the third inning. 2-for-2 game again. And just talking about what you're seeing. Is that softball looking pretty big coming in right now? Because they definitely hitting the snot out of it right now.
Working on a tack pitch lately, and it's been working. I feel like at the beginning of the season I was a little nervous, but now my confidence is up with the more and more reps I get, so it's just I'm having a great time hitting right now.
What's the feeling in the dugout right now? It's got to be pretty positive.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
from what I've seen, that game last week against KML, this one, you guys are playing some great softball. Everybody feeling pretty confident right now?
Yeah, there's singing, there's dancing, there's all types of stuff going on.
That's when things are going right, when you can sing and dance and still play like you did today. But what a great game, and you've been playing some great softball. So great job and a nice win here today against Plymouth.
Thank you.
Okay, Leah Bowald joining us too, and we're going to hand the headsets right over to Coach Josh Novice, who's going to join us right now. And again, they did some good stuff here tonight with Rowan and Amelia and what they organized for the strikeout cancer. What a great turnout here today, and it looks like they raised a lot of money. What a great organized thing, and a nice thing that you learned in high school to put something together for a very good cause like they did.
Yeah, you give back to your community, right?
Right.
I mean, she said that when she threw out right before she threw out the first pitch. It's neat when you hear people say they chose our community.
Right.
Isn't that nice? I mean, that is just it chokes me up. If you remember Kayla Roach, she was a big second base or shortstop for us, all conference, all state, and their family chose our community too. And I'm excited to hear another family outside of sports.
Right.
She was wow. I mean, what a testament to our families here in Waupun.
We're Waupun people, and I'm so proud of that, being a Waupun guy, that people would choose this, and I have no problem raising my own kids here and seeing some of my grandkids be going to school here now for the next generation. It's a great town, and they take care of their people, they take care of their youth here. If you're looking for a place to live, this is it right here. Waupun, great facilities to play in, and just a great place to be. But talking about this game here today, everything was clicking for you today, right from the top to the bottom of the batting order, and Addie was lights out.
Yeah.
As with their pitching here today. That was just what an amazing performance against a team that's done pretty well against other top teams in the conference.
Right. And what's neat is, we moved Westy up, and not so much other girls weren't doing the job at the leadoff spot, but we're missing opportunities they were pitching around Westy. So I'm like, well, there's one spot they can't, and that's the start the game. You got to pitch to her, so we know she's going to get one good at bat, and I think she's hit a couple home runs now starting games for us. So you got to pitch to her, and she's one special kid. She, if you haven't heard, she broke the record today for
what was that?
For hits.
Yes.
So I mean, I don't even know the number. My brain's sort of fried right now. But
I asked her what it's like to be closing in and passing all these career records here. Can you believe you're a senior and doing that? But she's just been fun to watch these last years, and what an amazing athlete.
Yeah, one of the girls said, "You're going to break every record." She goes, "Well, maybe not every record, but," she goes, "Well, I'll put you on the mound." She goes, "I'll break those two." I guess. She's just a really good heart.
And Addie had 14 strikeouts in the ball game. 14. They got 4 in the last inning because of the
drop
ball, the drop ball on a strike 3. But otherwise, 14 strikeouts in a ball game, that is just unbelievable.
And we got a great scouting report, too. So when Addie can hit her pitches, again, I think the drop ball is our key. When she can hit the drop ball for a couple strikes, or at least hit it where they got to think about it.
Yeah,
it sure is. It sure opens up everything else. And I think she even had a nice screwball for a strike, where she's been working on that all off season. So to get a pitch you're working on all off season to hit it for strikes too. She's worked hard, and it's nice to see those results in games and big games.
So what does the future look for you? You got Winneconne coming up on Thursday. Of course, you got that next game against Kewaskum down the line. We'll be up here for that game coming up next week. And what do you need to do? You need them to lose a game so you can at least tie. But the main thing is you're playing great softball right now this time of the season.
Yeah, and I said I think in the pregame, I'm worried. Is our non-conference schedule too difficult, where you can get them into a funk, but it's turning out that they've had that nice answer. You see a tough team, we get into conference play, we play a great game. So it's really working for us. I'm relieved that some of the things we planned in the off season are working out for us schedule-wise, and we just we get to be 1-0 today, and then tomorrow morning we'll flip it to 0-0 going into our Winneconne game, and let's hope Winneconne helps us out here in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, that's right. That's who's playing tonight, those
right
two
now,
teams.
yeah.
So, hey, nice job on the ribbon out there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
A beautiful win here tonight against Plymouth, against a really good guy with Gail Legrand over here, but they just ran into a really hot team here today in Waupun.
Yeah, I owe Gail a lot. He's a good man, so I really respect and appreciate him and his time and his talents.
Okay, Josh, it's been fun watching your team. I can't wait to watch them in that game coming up next week and where you go here in the end of the season. But congratulations on a nice victory here at home against Plymouth.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Big Nate.
Nate.
Welcome back.
Yep. And again, we're going to kind of wrap things up. There's people winning prizes here for a very good cause, Strikeout Cancer. And they did a great job bringing a lot of money for that. But thanks for joining us. Unbelievable pitching performance, hitting performance by the whole team for Waupun. And Waupun wins by a score of 13-0 in 4.5 innings. 14 strikeouts for Eddie Braun. That is just unheard of. So thanks for joining us. Hopefully you had a good time. And this has been Waupun Lady Warriors Softball on Radio Plus Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.